Hi, today I want to show you what you can buy at the newsstand that's going to be a good resource for seeing Paris. Now, some of these things are in French, but I would say give it a shot. Even if you don't speak French, you may be able to find good information in them, and I'm going to try to help to show you how. Now, first, right here, this is the International New York Times. Right here, this is the Saturday and Sunday issue, and it says Weekend Arts. Well, every Saturday, and it's they come out with coverage for weekend events, and they're usually about 4 pages devoted to this, and they're in the back of the paper. Today, their coverage is the Cannes Film Festival, but usually it's more local. It's usually Paris and also other cities in Europe. So it's handy. It's going to be handy for anybody traveling in Europe, actually. I'm moving on to this little map. Now, this is available at restaurants and hotels. Now, there you got it, and it is a map of Paris. So it's pocket size. It's going to be handy to carry with you, put in your purse or whatever. I'm just going to say one word of warning. Not every street is on this map. It folds out. I'm not going to unfold it. But it's certainly better than nothing to carry, and it will help you. I think there's a Metro map on it. That's good. There's a coupon here for Galeries Lafayette, so that's good too. Maybe you can use that. Now, here's something this map is available at stores, some stores in the Marais, and maybe some hotels in the Marais. I haven't unfolded it because it would be too hard to handle for this video. But this happens to be the best map of the Marais I've ever come across, and I'm going to show it to you right here. I don't want to unfold the map. They're actually maps of both the Main Marais and the Haute Marais, which is, one is the 4th arrondissement and the other is the 3rd arrondissement. And I just think it's excellent because some of these streets that are very small show up on this map, and you won't find them other places. I mean, not in this kind of portable form that folds up. Now here, this is in French. It's À nous Paris, and this is that weekly free paper that's in the subway. And it is in French, but the thing is, you'll be able to, pick out stuff in it and stuff that's happening. For instance, here's the Antonioni exhibit and retrospective at the Cinémathèque Française. That's a still from Blow Up. And there's enough on there so that you'll know what's going on and you'll know where to go. Maybe there'll be an address, maybe there'll be a website. So I wouldn't ignore À nous Paris. I'd pick it up, and if you don't find anything in it, you can throw it away, but it's free, so why not pick it up? Here's one of those daily free newspapers, also in the Metro. They're geared toward, you can read them on a Metro ride. Now, it's in French, so, maybe you can't read it. But seriously, the ads will be for shows, art exhibits, and stuff. And again, you may find something here, or a website, or a name will catch your interest. TV right there. But anyway, I'd pick it up, and it might have something in it that is useful to you. Here we go with another useful. I find this one of the best, actually. It's in the Figaro every single Wednesday, and this is great cultural coverage plus little discoveries and unknown places of Paris. And every issue is on something, like this is cinema, but there was one on street markets. Every week it's something different. Now, it is in French, but the part I like here is they will concentrate, every week they'll concentrate on a different arrondissement, and they'll find a personality or, you know, some kind of celebrity in Paris. And they'll put, that person puts their favorite arrondissement in there and their favorite places. Well, this one's on the 14th. And you can see right here at the end of every little blurb, the place they've selected is listed with its address. And you, even if you don't speak French, you'll be able to get a sense of what these places are. The other thing is there's a map. You know, here's a map of the 14th. So I happen to like this. And then in the back there'll be listings, which is useful, you know. And of course, nothing can take the place of Pariscope right here. And that's kind of my Bible. And in the front of Pariscope, they do the same thing, featuring some kind of celebrity from Paris who lives in Paris. And of course, they always say, well, are you right bank or left bank? And then the person talks about where they live, their area, and they do the same thing, featuring their favorite places. And again, I don't think you have to read French in order to see the addresses, and then you can look them up on the internet. So in addition to being a terrific guide, and let me just show you, I usually, yeah, like that's an example of the way I annotate my issue, Pariscope, that I go through and pick out movies, and it's really useful. This is the Wednesday Figaro again, just to show you. This time they've concentrated on the 3rd arrondissement, which is the North Marais. And you know, this lady's favorite places. Now, I chose the Parisien. If you can speak French, this is a newspaper I recommend, because it will not be as difficult as Le Monde or the Figaro, and it's kind of supposed to be middle of the road. And I mean, say you want to practice reading French. Well, this might be a good place to start. Now, the last publication I'm going to talk about is Télérama. Télérama comes out every Wednesday. Now, this guide, the sortir, or going out, that will be inside the magazine. And this is the one with all the listings. And the reason I find it helpful, and I'm speaking for movies, but there are probably galleries and other things, you know, there are other listings in here, music and everything, is because they actually give a rating, which Pariscope doesn't do. They give a rating, and they give movies 1 T, 2 T's, or 3 T's. So you can read, well, you know, not if you don't speak French, but at least the rating might be helpful. Of course, I think that Télérama has a very particular viewpoint. There are a lot of times I don't agree with them, but I just enjoy having the rating. And then the main magazine, it's mostly TV listings. But the front part of the magazine has articles on new cultural events. And again, you know, I would just look through it. If you don't read French, I mean, just look, you can figure out what they're talking about for the movie stuff. What I do is, that's for kids, that's arts, books, concerts. Okay, what they do for movies, this is an example. They'll do like a big, huge, like 2-page spread on a movie that's opening, but then less significant movies that are opening, they'll write them up, like this one. and they've got the faces. So that's how you can sort of tell. I mean, if something gets a big frown like that, well, obviously that influences me a bit. Then they'll have this back here, and that's their chart of movies that are opening and the critics' reaction to them. And again, you know, I find it useful, but I do not agree with Tellurama. So it's just a guide for me. And that's going to do it. So not that all of these will help you, but you might want to take a stab at it. And these are the things you can get at any newsstand, maybe at a hotel or in the subway. Thanks.